It's Monday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Muriah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have the ladies with me. Hello, Obiajilu Ugo. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Excellent morning, everyone.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
What's exciting you?
My boot camp is this Friday.
Oh,
yes.
congratulations.
So soon, yes. And people are registering from across Nigeria. People are flying in from Enugu, Benin, Port Harcourt to be at this event. Like, I'm really honored and really excited. It's going to be a wonderful time. So all the weekend, I was home. I rested. Yesterday, I went to the spa with Oga to do our pedicure. You know, since I was shooting, I've not gone to the spa.
No
massage, nothing. I've had these nails for a very long time. I needed to take it off so that at least I don't get injured. My hands can rest. But
so pretty on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then like the evening, thank you so much. I settled down and I started putting things together for the training. I'm really looking forward to what we are going to be birthing with this Evolve to Become More. So registration is still ongoing. It's closing on Thursday.
Nice.
Well done.
Thank you.
How you doing?
My superpower. I feel like
this is another one. No. This next
As in,
just
I have
want
to
you to-
read you.
Okay, all right. You're intimidating us. Okay.
we're giving all the glory to God because our God is good all the time. So I went to Lasso for the first time ever.
That's so nice.
Yes, Lasso on Saturday. I was invited by the Lasso MBA to speak concerning entrepreneurship, transitioning from paid employment to being an entrepreneur. I didn't think that I was like I said I didn't feel like I was the right person because I never thought of myself as being in paid employment, and that was what I dealt with. That you must first imagine that there's nothing steady coming and prepare for. I've been down with malaria. I felt almost dizzy while speaking, but I finished like. I knew that I had a very good outing, but when I got into the car, like I was going to faint, and you just realize that when you love what you're doing, even when you have no energy, you finish and then you just collapse, So I had really nice time.
Hi there, Mariam. I love your hair.
I love it too.
Breathtaking.
Thank you very much. But I also have something interesting to talk about. So tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll be hosting a Zoom online conversation, a media party, if you would like. It's on gender parity, and it's just, what we always talk about women's inclusion into politics and governance, and the fact that we hardly see any women, representing us at the top front, especially if you look at the recent elections coming up. Even our running mates, we did not have one party that put a woman up. So the Akin Fadeyi Foundation has asked me to moderate their conversation, and there'll be notable speakers. It's such a big deal. I'm excited for it. And
congrats.
so tomorrow.
Well done. Good. I was in Abuja for the weekend. I had to speak at the Educators Conference. Right?
Yeah.
I thought I had said this before, so I can think. So, it was really like Caro Ballo invited me to moderate that session. I loved it.
And they had a lot of big wigs too.
Yes, Obiase Kwesili was there. The Minister of Education was represented by the Registrar. Professor Ishak was there, and quite a number of other people, other educators were there. Rhoda, we had a good conversation on her, and it was like almost 1,000 teachers in the hall.
Wow.
We had a huge hall packed full.
Wow.
And I mean, Dr. Besik was like, you have a full hall here, and it was great to see educators coming to learn from each other.
Yes.
One of the issues we have is, as I always said, the low income, low resource private schools are also, they're helping, but they need to be properly regulated.
Yes, to do it right.
Motivated. So, but
I love the fact that you wore Ankara. I saw the picture.
Oh, yeah. I want Ankara now. This is let's go on a break now.
House of BC, I
Not house of
Was
BC.
it?
In fact,
I was just happy that she was.
she's always a proponent of wearing Ankara corporate. So, I didn't know what
and then she wear wig on top.
Hey, no concern.
Let's go on a break. It's Monday, guys. Let's stay serious. When we come back, we go through the front pages of the papers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Okay. We're starting with the point. Major parties return to drawing board ahead of 2023. Tough times ahead of consumers as experts predict higher inflation in July. Oyo State's residents lament tragedies as rainstorm flooding claim lives and assets. PDP working to replicate 2019 script against APC in Rivers, says Tonye Cole. Man presents forged Dubai visa to applicants after collecting 1.5 million naira. Foreign investors shun Nigeria as FDI stands at paltry $853 million in 15 months. Okay, what story are we starting with?
Okay, so let me just start with Oyo State residents. Sad story. Of course, we know as a result of the continuous downpour, the residents in Oyo State, in many of the communities, flood-prone communities, have said that it has caused them so many losses. Not less than 12 people have lost their lives because of this. There are many stories, a few stories of children trying to cross a bridge and a wooden bridge that broke right in the middle, and 2 people lost their lives, 5 people in recent times, many homes and properties lost. Of course, because we understand nature and rain, but also they talk about the fact that many of the canals are blocked and also refuse is being dumped in these places. They also admit that government is doing its best to widen canals and build bridges, but many of the other communities feel like they are left out in this construction. And, the government is saying they're doing their best to see what they can do and just forestall this coming in the future. But for now, there are losses that that people have suffered, and, they are sad and they're unhappy about it.
Yeah, so a 29-year-old agent, Olani Itolulokbe Samuel, has been arraigned at the magistrate court sitting in Osogbo, capital of Osun State, over alleged visa scam. So Samuel was accused of fraudulently obtaining the sum of 1.5 million from a Dubai visa applicant, Oniyomi Adewaga, and presented a forged visa document to her. So what happened was that she approached him to get this visa to travel to Dubai, and then made an initial deposit of 700,000.
Dubai.
I'm telling you. Then afterwards, by the time the forged visa was ready, he collected his balance of 800,000. But then it was discovered, I'm sure, by the time she wanted to travel, it was found that it was a fake visa, and so he was arrested, and the matter has been in court. So though he pleaded guilty and he's been given a bail of 250,000 alongside a surety, the matter has been adjourned and more investigations are ongoing.
Oh, I want to take the story of the economy from the point. So, this negative prediction that tough times are ahead for consumers within Nigeria. This is based on a lot of analysts giving their own analysis on the challenges. One of the key issues is inflation, which is worsening by the fact that there is petrol scarcity. With petrol scarcity, many filling stations selling above the 190, 165 price right now. With the diesel increase in prices, they said that inflation is going to keep rising at the rate of 20%, especially on food, 20% month on month. They also foresee that even though crude oil prices have moderated slightly so far, the diesel rates would not change much. So food will continue to go up by the rate of at least 20% every month. They also mentioned how petrol would have to go more expensive, diesel isn't going down, and based on all of these indices, inflation will continue to rise, and so people should just get ready for tough times. Okay,
moving on quickly now to the Punch. Face off with Aregbesola cost Oyetola re-election, says minister's faction. Monkeypox cases hit 101, highest in 5 years. Lagos businessman accuses police of extortion, petitions IG. Lagos Ibadan Julius Berger repairs long breach after Punch report. Buhari Sanwo-Olu APC mourn Kemi Nelson. Mike Kayao beats Gazama Tidy to emerge NBA president. ASU, NLC planned national protest, police demand notification. Tinubu Shetima APC picked best winning combination, says Adamu. Okay, let me start with the Lagos Ibadan Julius Berger story, because we took it last week. Nima had mentioned that observe that opening. So the Punch reporters also tried to monitor. Julius Berger has sent workers to begin to fix that joint in towards the started from the Opik Berger area. And the Punch reporter went on Sunday to verify that indeed work has begun. And they noted that the repair was to make the road motorable, as permanent fixing of the expansion joints will be done at the completion of the current phase of the work. Okay? Any other story?
Yeah, so monkeypox, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control has confirmed that 101 cases of monkeypox. And sadly, they gave this is in the 27 weeks of the report. So every week, we read about the report. And they say in the 27th week, we've had no fewer than 301 suspected cases of the disease. We have the incidence of this virus in about 35 states. Stakeholders are saying that we need to do better when it comes to effective control, preventive measures, and increased surveillance measures. That the fact that we sort of have, with COVID, it seems like we have gotten a hang of it does not mean that we should let things go, especially when it comes to monkeypox. It says usually what we've had is like grassroots community-based infections, but now it's moving into the urban areas. So awareness needs to be intensified. People need to be aware of, the different steps they need to take to protect themselves, to keep themselves protected hygienically from this infection.
All right, another story.
So a 40-year-old businessman, Modasir Adeleye, has accused the men of Area C Police Commando Aregbesola of extorting money from him. They said this matter happened last week, Wednesday, when he chartered a commercial bus to deliver some goods to his client. He's into plastic business, and then the vehicle had to stop because it was overheating. So the vehicle stopped opposite the Area C Command, just in front of the filling station. Then men of the police came out and started. They were led by a thug, whom he mentioned his name here, and a thug popularly known as Ogun, and also a DSP, Okiola, came out to harass the vehicle. And they were trying to explain that they didn't just stop on the road. The car is overheating. They're trying to attend to the vehicle, but they refused, said they were going to pay 10,000 naira for towing, another 10,000 naira for gate pass, and another 500 naira. At the end of the day, ended up paying an additional 25,000 naira to get his truck out. So he has written a petition to the IG of police saying that they have been extorting people on that road, and some people are also corroborating the story. I pray that the investigation is done concerning.
Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy eSplash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communications story.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known, for when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be. Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known, for when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script check. Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it.
Eastern seaports, basically because of insecurity challenges and the cost of clearing their shipments. The president of Shippers Association of Lagos, Mr. Jonathan Nichols, said the market is in Lagos and many shippers find it easier to clear in Lagos. Even within Lagos, there's a difference between Tinkan and Apapa airports Apapa seaports, so I keep saying airports, that people find the process is easier. It is cheaper for you to clear at Apapa port than in Tinkan port. That the Apapa port even makes the process easier and cheaper. So even though people are going to be using their products in the east, they would rather clear it in Lagos Apapa port because it will be faster and cheaper to do. Right. But they are hoping that if the insecurity challenges in Anambra and in the eastern part of Nigeria goes down, people might start using the eastern ports again.
Okay, moving on quickly to Daily Sun. Osun PDP article brag over Adelike's victory. You can't win war against terrorists by rhetoric, Afenifere tells Buhari. Ex-Lagos APC woman leader Kemi Nelson dies. ASU strike, NLC plans nationwide solidarity protest. APC plans legal action against defecting lawmakers. NDLEA arrests drug queen with narcotics in fetish bowls at Lagos airport. IPOB wants Bukachua arrested over hate speech against the Igbos. All right, which story are we starting with?
And let me start with the sad passing of Madam Nelson, Kemi Nelson. The president, on behalf of himself and his wife, Aisha, have expressed their condolences to the family. He has also sent his message of condolence to the APC family, to Lagos State, and the people of Lagos State. He's noted that she is a woman that has contributed so much to the party, to the evolution, development, sustenance, and relevance of the party in Lagos and also across the country. He also said that she was such a grassroots mobilizer, an achiever who left her footprints wherever she served, and he prays that the Almighty God will grant her husband and family, friends and associates the fortitude to bear her loss.
Okay, so PDP is obviously bragging. They said that the outcome of the victory they had in Osun State is a clear indication of what's going to happen in the 2023 elections. If you recall, the PDP won the elections by over 28,000 votes over the weekend, and many of them have celebrated, and they're expecting that this same win is what they will have in the general election. So different people have come forward to celebrate. You see pictures of celebration across Osun State, and it's our hot topic. We'll talk about it in detail a bit later.
So let me take the drug story. This is a 27-year-old drug queen, was the word they used, Mrs. Upola Mojidat, and she concealed drugs, according to the way they wrote it, in fetish, scary native black soap and sponges, and gave it to 2 Oman-bound male passengers. So there are 2 men, Raji Babalola and Akimbobola Omoniyi. They were both traveling to Oman, and they caught the NDLEA, in searching their luggage, found the drugs in their bags, and they immediately said, no, this bag is not ours, that the woman is still within the airport premises. And so they quickly alerted the security operatives. They caught the woman. The woman played like she was the one that gave them the luggage. So she actually gave them the luggage to give her husband in Oman, but the luggage contained drugs. You know, we've said this thing over and over again. Don't collect something from someone you don't know. I can't believe people still do this. I don't know what their own case will be, but at least they were able to catch the woman there, and the woman was able to say,
thank God for them.
As in,
if you want to send something, be willing to spend the money to ship it directly to these logistics companies.
Even whenever I just say, if you're going to need to pack for you, bring it to my house, pack it. I will pack it together in my house. My brother-in-law is even traveling. I said, whoever wants to give something, let them bring it to the house. We'll pack it together. Let us know what is inside. Don't just collect something that is packed from anybody and take it anywhere.
So I have a story, yes. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, are calling for the arrest of Adamu Bukachu of Bauchi State, member of Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs, on his recent comment on national TV. There was a program that he spoke, and he described the Southeast as a home to criminals, and rebels deserved to be eliminated. So IPOB spokesperson Ima Powerful has described this utterance as inciting and capable of attracting genocide, saying that with everything that is happening, when he's comparing the banditry happening in the southeast, it cannot even be compared to the northeast. And no Nigerian, no Nigerian is calling that the people of the north be eliminated because of what is happening there. And he's calling out to international organizations also to, hold him and, please him for
yourself.
I'm just like, I don't understand how.
I just don't want to break it down one.
I would really like to read that, because this kind of person should actually be arrested.
Be careful, yes, it's wrong.
Totally wrong. Moving on now to Vanguard. Osun factions that gave Adeleke victory, we'll talk about that later. Alleged murder, widow of journalist Salem, $17 million suit against federal government. Our massacre was determined to dislodge criminals from our forest reserve, says Amotekun. Fiscal transparency, FG disburses 352 billion naira to states. Buhari diehards amongst almost killed me for exposing his incompetence, says Yakasai. Strike, students desperate to switch to private universities, says investigation. Why I had surgery in Nigeria, says Oshimbajo. Okay, which story are we starting with?
The strike. The strike started February 14 until now. They have had negotiations back and forth. Nothing has happened. So students are basically frustrated, and some of them are already applying to see how they can switch from the public universities to the private universities. Unfortunately, there's a law that says for you to graduate from a university, you must spend 3 years. So if you are more than 3 years in a public you've passed 300 level in a public university, it's difficult to go to a private university because you have to go back to 200 level. I think that law should be looked into. Let's see how we can change that. But the national president of National Parents Teachers Association were also lamenting, saying that parents are now struggling to save money for their children to school abroad or go to private universities because of the failures of public universities. And if public universities are working well, nobody will want to stay. A lot of them get into debt. They are not able to pay for a very long time just to see their children graduate from school. And it seems like the federal government is not paying attention and is not planning to do anything. So everybody's losing hope, and they try to reach the Ministry of Education without any form of response.
At least
the universities also, are also saying that they are getting a lot of applications, but because they have to spend up to 3 years, most of them will not be admitted. We need to look into that.
Honestly, I want to take the story of a really sad story. A reporter of from Vanguard newspaper. He covers the House of Representatives. His name is Tudo Salem. Is late already, and his wife has sued the federal government to the Court of Justice for the ECOWAS Economic Community of West Africa, saying that the circumstances around the death of her husband is not clear. Her husband was missing, and suddenly they discovered the body and said he was hit and run, and is suing the government for a $2 million compensation for what would have been his salary had he lived to ripe old age. Also sued 10 million naira as damages, compensation damages.
In dollars.
In dollars. I feel really, because it's ECOWAS, so I feel that there should be an autopsy should have been carried out, because if there are issues with the death, then they should investigate to find out what could have killed him.
Yeah, we followed that story from when he went missing until he was found, and really everything went quiet. So I think I'm proud of her that she's going this route. We have another story. So our vice president, if you're aware, had to undergo surgery. He had a fracture on his thigh bone, his right femur, as they say, medical people. Anyways, he insisted on having this done in Nigeria, and that's because for him, he says he has confidence in our Nigerian system and our Nigerian doctors. He says Nigerian doctors are one of the best across the world. And, many people are saying that it sends a right message to Nigerians. It will bring about medical tourism towards us here in Nigeria, and also encourage people to use our doctors because they are among the best. I like that he did this. It's a good gesture. It's a nice gesture, and because it's an illness, I would have said, oh, I wish he did this in the earlier part, but you don't wish illness on anyone. But this happened towards the end, and he used that opportunity, to send the right message. So thank you, sir.
Okay, so Amotekun, the state commander, Adetunji Adeleye of Amotekun, was saying that they will dislodge the criminals from the state forest reserves terrorizing the people of the state. According to them, they found that these terrorists come into town from out of town, and they retreat. They cause havoc and they retreat. And they found that they retreat usually into Edo and Kogi states. And these are the major areas that they're going to be planning. They're planning an onslaught into those areas. And in the next few days, we should hope to get some good results from the Amotekun. I just really hope, because the people of that state are really scared of these people coming in to terrorize them. Our final paper, the Nigerian Tribune, very quickly. Let's find a story we've not taken. Knox Tales reps move to take over all surface underground water interstate rivers.
We've been talking about these water policies since.
Maiko emerges 31st NBA president. UBA Group launches banking operation in DIFC Dubai. ASU NLC to embark on nationwide solidarity protest. Buhari's directive to army to wipe out terrorists not backed by action, says Afenifere. Is there a story we haven't taken?
Yeah, apart from, the Afenifere, the Pan-African Socio-Political Organization, has urged the president to back his words with actions, and that the fight against terrorism, for them, is just mere rhetoric. And they just gave different examples of when the president has called on the army to do what they need to do, and it just did not seem like we saw action attached to what he said.
Okay, that's all we can take on Front Page Review. We're going to have to move on to our hot topic, which is the fact that the Independent National Electoral Commission on Sunday morning declared Senator Ademola Adeleke, the governor-elect of Osun State, after scoring a majority of the votes cast in the governorship election in the state. According to reports, Senator Ademola Adeleke of PDP, that the People Democratic Party obtained the highest number of votes in 17 of the 30 local governments in Osun State. Now, lots of people have celebrated with the PDP. Others have come up with various angles and thoughts on why the current governor was unable to secure a second term. What are your thoughts on it? How do you see this? And does this also show the possibility that INEC is indeed prepared? Because many have also commended the fact that this new system of INEC is showing the voice of the people. So what are your thoughts on this? You can call us on 081-270-53687. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. All right, so, I mean, it's many had celebrated over the weekend.
Are we not going on a break?
No, we're not.
I was shocked at the transition. Go ahead.
So, yeah, I mean, many obviously have celebrated the governor-elect. You know, people call him the dancing senator. Well, the dancing senator is now a governor.
Yeah.
He's going to be governor-elect. You know, so what are your thoughts, you know, in all the various comments and calling us over the weekend, Mariam?
So, for me, it's the fact that a lot of people commended INEC for doing the right job, doing it well. A lot of people said it was a free and fair election, and that is what I'm most happy about. You see, politicians will do their thing, but we need to have a system that the people of Nigeria can trust. And it looks like Nigerians are finally trusting INEC. Although we know that the APC said that they are still looking into it, that they haven't given their own, sent their own message to him yet, but they are trying to look into it. But for what we have seen so far, it seemed like it was a free and fair election. He won 17 out of 30, you know, local government council. So I'm very proud of that system, and I hope that this is something that we'll see going forward. Many people have also talked about one of the reasons why the incumbent was not re-elected, and there's this thought that they're saying because...
We'll come back to that. Let me hear your own thoughts about the celebration and all the whole elections.
I was happy for him. I don't know him personally, but the energy that was in the air was just refreshing. And the fact that his nephew now was was on ground, you know, playing the politics, campaigning. You know, there were a lot of people in their residence. The fans were just there, like every person just came out in support of our dancing senator. I always appreciate his dance. You know, some people have yabbed him, you know, to say he's not dancing. He's not dancing. He's not by dancing. But we've had people who have been very, very serious who have not seen anything. Maybe now, when we dance, we can dance into glory.
Hey, nice. I like that. Let me come to talk for your thoughts on the victory and all that.
Okay, so for me, it was a bit stressful because my husband was monitoring
everybody was in situation room. Like everybody was in. We were all there waiting. Numbers are coming in.
Like, Mark, calm down. By Sunday morning, we will know the results. There's no need to be checking. It looks like it's supposed to wait. Let's sleep. When we wake up,
you see from Osun State.
Was he waiting for him?
No. People were sending in messages.
No, he has a friend who is contesting for a political position based on APC. So his own calculation was if PDP wins, it might affect his friends' election opportunities, you know. So, but for me, it is. I like when it seems our vote is counting, because one of the biggest challenge towards our electioneering process is that people feel our votes don't count. When we vote, they can still manipulate it at some point, and then we will get a different person. So we've seen it in Edo State. Everybody was shocked because the expectation was you cannot move and decamp and you would win against the federal mind. But we now have a system where people's votes count.
And
Ambra State also happened. Now, so we've had consecutively where people went against the norm, seemingly, and their votes count. So it might start building confidence of people towards the next round of election to go and.
I was reading one of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's quotes in the past. He said, there was something like that was really interesting. He said, in a democracy, those who cannot accept the pain of loss do not deserve the joy of victory.
Wow.
This is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I said this some time ago. And losing is part of democracy. It shouldn't be part. It's not. You don't win all. You win some. You lose some.
Failure is feedback.
So got to be failure is feedback. So let's go back to the factors many have identified that could have caused the loss? Because there are so many, in fact, everybody became a political analyst.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Everybody, it's because of this, that happened, that happened. What are your thoughts? I mean, I'd like to open the phone lines to hear the viewers. What do you think caused Governor Oyetola his second term? What are your thoughts? It's been nice to have a good conversation around this. What do you think? What have you heard?
What I have heard, I've heard so many things, but one of the things that stood out for me that sort of made sense is we have a present administration that Nigerians are unhappy with. That's the APC. And people are going to use their votes to show their unhappiness. And so it will be very hard for people under the APC to win elections in this period. It will have to take people, a person that people know for certain, his personality or that person's personality, to maybe say a victory. But if seen under the umbrella of the APC, a lot of people are saying, we're unhappy with what's happened in the last 4 years, especially, 8 years, but especially in the last 4 years when it comes to insecurity. And these are the representatives of this party, and so they may feel that sort of thing.
Others have also identified the rift between himself and the former governor of Osun. What are your thoughts on? Did you?
We saw it happen with Lagos State, where when the sitting governor is unable to keep the political structure that brought him in, as well as maintain that front, even if you have some support, you might not be able to galvanize. Even if you feel you've done a good job, even if you can reel out your manifestos, the point is, very few cases do you see individuals win without political structure. But there was also one good thing that I wanted to highlight. We had about 50% voters turnout. That means that even though the APC might have maintained their own election, their electorates, they came out. PDP was able to get more people to come out, and they were able to get new votes, which increased their opportunity to win. So I feel that there's a lot of lessons to learn from this, and I do not like the idea of attributing it to one person. So when I read Aregbesola's people's attributing his loss to Aregbesola, I felt that we're giving too much power to godfatherism, that we should give the glory to the people who chose, and we had more votes.
And also the process. The process was fantastic. I mean, yes, we're all clamoring for election online voting. Even though you don't have online voting now, but at least for the fact that I can vote and my results are going straight to the server.
Came out.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy Eastplash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script check. Are we set in the VCR? All Tim in place? VCR check.
Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights up. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it. Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it. Come close. Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing why Governor Oyetola lost the elections over the weekend, and I was going to come to your thoughts on
Yes, so one of the things I also heard is the fact that Nigerians are tired of the change this change has brought. So they want a different change. And some people have mentioned that although Oyetola himself is a very good man, a kind man, but they are not really happy with his godfather. They feel like his godfather comes into town to insult the people of the state, and so it was just time they were done with him. But I was more worried that the results that we see is just basically highlighting APC, PDP, APC, PDP. I was expecting Labour Party to have had some form of presence, and everybody's waiting. We are obedient. We're waiting for the obedience at the presidential level. We're not seeing any obedience in all of this. So by the time we now get to the presidential level and obedience now finally enters, if they even come out to vote in the first place, who are those people he's going to be working with at the local government levels, at the state levels, at the Senate, at the houses of assembly? Is that not what builds up a proper administration? I think we should get real.
Okay, so that's another angle, but let me read a few comments I'm getting here. Somebody said that one of the reasons why Oyetola lost is poor management of Rauf Aregbesola's internal rancor. Now, my mother-in-law, she's a pensioner in Osun State, and I know that till today, in fact, till tomorrow, she's still complaining that she's yet to get her gratuity. These are people that have, so a lot of the civil service came out en masse to vote for Governor Adeleke. Also, he's from a very big town, Ede, one of the largest towns, and his competition that Oyetola comes from Aregbesola, like the very, very small town, and people, but you see, he won on the back of the ruling party, the APC, the Aregbesola. That was on the back, but now that he has come in as a governor, he needed more factors. He couldn't just come on his own. So he's a good man, but many have said that politics, it doesn't have that, because Adeleke is practically loved. Especially he's from a big town. The people obviously love him.
Talking about how loved he is, I just wanted to put in this. Do we think the Davido factor played a major because I feel, and I say this, yes, Davido happens to be his nephew, but do we want to see more celebrities, high-profile celebrities, be involved in grassroots politics the way Davido was involved? Because in this case, it was his uncle. But just that people have an ideology and decide to back it up and bring fans and followers to participate.
What do you think about that?
So I think that Davido also campaigned for him the last time. And he was very present too, and they were not able to win. Though it was a very close contest the last time, it was really close. I of course I support the fact that we need to celebrities have following, and their following can make a difference, especially with the 18 to 23. Those young people that probably wouldn't be interested in voting might end up coming for campaigns simply because they want to watch Davido. And when they come for the campaign, they hear what this man wants to do, what he's saying, and they might end up voting.
Unfortunately, APC tried to play that card, and they brought in a portable Zazu. Like, what? You can't do portable and Davido. They're like not in the same league at all.
For me, it is. But another part that really worries me, that interests me, not worries me, interests me is that we vote individual now. The Obaseki case was Obaseki. He changed party, they voted for him. Anambra, Apga, it was the Soludo factor. So we see people that, even in the last election, where even though Ekiti State, even though APC still won, the contest was tight, and the next party was an unknown party. It was the Shegu Oni factor. People voted for the person.
People went for.
So we are seeing that voting power. But when you spoke about the drama that happened in the past, all of that, Osun State is a small state in terms of what they will get from the federal government, but a huge state in terms of salary structure.
Yeah.
I remember former Governor Aregbesola complaining about the burden of civil service and all of that they need to do. It is not business as usual. It's not like every other state where you think you will get money from the federal government. You need to generate internal income. So
how do you generate in a civil service? It's a civil service state. You are constantly paying salaries.
Gold illegally from Osun State till tomorrow. And there are opportunities. Lagos State did not have that money. It was when the governor came in and started looking for the money. There is a lot of work for their delegates.
I also heard that this current governor was paying back a lot of debt from Aregbesola's time. Because remember, Aregbesola went into serious he was collecting money to do all this, all that. He was investing in so many things. And this new governor really had little money to work with. But I just hope that this new governor, aside from the fanfare of his emergence, that there's going to be some real work, and I really do hope he's able, and I feel that he may be able to attract foreign investors because of these new face of people. So these are interesting times. I'd like to open our phone lines again, 081-270-53687, 091-390-7694. Please tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. There was a point BC made, and I'd like to go back to that point, because we've seen the Labour Party emerge. Even the Accord Party, we didn't know much about Accord Party, but when Shinopala went to Accord, suddenly Accord is now on the map, right? So we have these 4 parties. But you see, the people are voting for the people. So for example, the Labour Party is saying, I have a presidential candidate I want to run for. What BC is saying is that aside from your presidential candidate, the truth is that your presidential candidate, if he does emerge, might be frustrated out because he doesn't have anybody in the National Assembly. He needs people on ground. He needs people in National Assembly. He needs people in the local government. He needs people state governors, because that's how a big presidency can work better. So don't just think you're waiting to vote for Obi, but you must show up at all the various levels. If not, your key guy might have issues when he gets there. It's not about just being him in.
And that's what we try to tell everyone. It's about, when we talk about grassroots participation, it's not only about making sure that one person, like the mentality of the savior president, one person that's coming to change everything. There is a process, and there are different cadres, there's a hierarchy, and you have to make sure that you infiltrate all these different cadres to make for that president to be able to also make an impact, because you would find that he's there constantly being sabotaged or derailed because of back and forth of politics. Politics will also always play a part, but Nigerians, we need to see beyond that. We need to make sure that the people we're putting in our local government, in our state, they're the sort of people that want to represent us or have the same mindset and ideology and thinking as the person we think should be the president.
I was also very disappointed with the other musician that came to, campaign. Yes, because what you follow shows who you are. Nigeria needs to get to a point where we forget about the numbers and look at the quality and the values of the people that we want to represent us. So how do you look at that sort of person, and because you feel he has the numbers, what sort of people follow that kind of person? We should ask ourselves this question. We're looking for a country that will change for the better. We're constantly complaining that our youths are wayward. They are not doing this, they are not doing that. And then you bring somebody who represents what he's a good human being, but he has some patterns and traits that parents. Okay, let me start from there. No parents will wish their child to be like that.
So what I'm saying is that they've reiterated that bad behavior in who they use as their as the person, But this celebrity card is being played by PDP. PDP is, I think, this is a new card they are playing. Celebrity, because now they're bringing in celebrities. They're bringing in celebrities in the entertainment industry into politics. It's an interesting strategy. That's a different party. Tonto is from ADP.
Let me talk about another part that I feel we don't touch on as much as possible. What makes Nigerians like a candidate is not the policy, is not the strategy, it is philanthropy. What makes Nigerians like a candidate? Why people want to vote for someone? What is godfatherism about? How did somebody become a godfather? It is philanthropy. That person, he paid my friend's school fees. He is the one that paid for this person's healthcare. So everybody sees this man, this very nice man. He's a very nice, he's a giver. We run a stomach infrastructure democracy. So the most kind person, the most
generous,
the most generous person tends to get into position of influence. He might not contest, but he holds it.
Rocha Sokorocha had a fantastic foundation that was feeding people. No, he became governor.
That's how he became a
yes,
governor.
he became governor.
That was how he became a governor.
Once
I remember in Ibadan, they said, do you know who Adedibu was? Adedibu was giving out cows. If you come to meet him and you want to give money, he said, don't give me money, bring bag of rice. So they bring a trailer of rice and he'll be taken into different local governments. He was not selfish. He was extremely generous, a good person. But how did we vote? We now voted whoever a generous person says you should vote for, which means that we are being bought directly or indirectly. So we must start thinking on this line that as long as we are continuing to follow that godfather that is paying hospital bills, paying all of that, we are still going to be controlled directly or indirectly.
But that's our reality. I mean, that's where we are. Where, listen, it's about people who is helping who. Because when they tell you get into grassroots policy, it's about you offering yourself to go there, check where they need help, who needs this. You are there to say that's how you build followership.
Yes,
but that's how you build followership today.
That won't work for
we will get to the point in future where it's about the issues, not about what you're giving. Yes, as of today, we're not there yet.
How do we get to that point? I was saying that he didn't go out of his house for like 2 weeks as a local government chairman. Why? He said he didn't have money to give people. Because every day he steps out, he must give out money. This is the reality of our average politician. Every day, you must sort. You get to your office, you are sorting everybody. How do they continue to fund that sorting?
Okay, we have to go on a break. When we come back, we're trying to open our phone lines. I was hoping to get some calls right now, but we have to get some calls. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up on this. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Every morning is an opportunity to take your hustle to the next level.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy eSplash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communications story.
doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
How we're doing, guys, is the makeup in progress? Makeup check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script check. Are we set in the PCR? All team in place? PCR check.
Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners.
Emilio, I mean, he said those things and people thought it was going to be for his downfall because I can't be saying those things. But now those things have become taglines for everything.
People have picked up.
People have now used it up. I just think that this is something people pay millions to get. A tagline people pay millions for their campaign. But people are now using it as our local. You know, I thought that was really interesting because all through the weekend, I was seeing people say, what you do, what you do. And I'm thinking, this is something from Ashwaji directly.
Perspective.
Yeah.
It's the power of branding. You know, where you see something that could potentially be harmful, but you give it a different, what's the word? You give it a different, you reframe it.
Yes.
You reframe it into something positive. So you cannot bring me down. What you think will bring me down, everybody now says, Emilio, come.
Yeah. In church, we're using it.
When they said that one at it wasn't Eleyi. So all his friends too started calling the government. But they say, Eleyi.
What of people downfall? Turn around. Let me take this call from
frame your situation.
Peter from Manchester. Good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, thank you. Good
You're
morning.
live. Go ahead, please.
Watch a robust analysis done in the studio, and from my observation, I was able to identify 5 important things about that Osun State governorship election. I think the first thing is Nigerians are not quite happy with the APC performance at the federal level, and I think they are showing it in some states. Of course, each state has its own way of voting pattern. So I think that also reflects in Osun State that they are not happy with the APC at the federal level. And the second thing is you cannot rule out the Adeleke presence in Osun State. The Adeleke family is locked, and they will keep voting for anybody that family presented in Osun State. And the third thing I was able to identify is the issue is the fact that the INEC has improved, because now we know before the politics is people vote at the polling unit and the result changes before it gets to the local government. And once the result is being changed at local government and they take it to the state level, the state collective officer has no right to reject that result. So
you know, I just saw the pictures that were going. Did you see the interview about the man that they're asking him? I can't say it in English, but I don't know how to do it. They're asking him that he was an old man, almost 100 or over 100, and he came to vote. And they asked him, why did you vote? He said, I thought that was really interesting.
Okay, so it means that if everybody is carrying something to throw, and you don't join them to carry, everybody will dump it at your doorpost.
Yeah,
so you must get
have to participate. But let me tell you another thing. That do you think this APC should go back to the drawing board? Especially because you said something that was important, that they are voting for the person, not so much the party. So in this situation, as people are gearing up for 2023 elections, do you think the Osun State performance may affect, or do you think people are only focusing on the person, not so much the party?
Let me quickly disagree with that phone call, because I actually don't think that this election is about the federal government. I think it's about the states. We have seen different states, and we have seen different things go on in different states. So each state is choosing what they want. Right. So we shouldn't start concluding that this is the blueprint for federal government. No, the people in the states don't know about federal government or its impact.
They know their pensions, and their gratuity hasn't been paid.
Their salaries are not coming through. Their salaries are not coming through. Many of these states are not paid even health workers. You think those salaries, they will tell their friends and everybody around them not to vote.
My mother-in-law, I know that one. My mother-in-law, she complains every day. So she's always, yes, gratuity.
I don't get it.
So
that one, anybody she knows.
She and her friends are always, every day they go there, one issue or the other, they're not collecting their gratuity. So I can understand many of the civil service, I was told, based on the research that came out.
I think you made a good point, but I also think you'd be naive to say that it
will affect.
That the way the APC itself and how the administration for last 4 years has affected people would not affect state or grassroots politics. It plays a major role, because for many people, that's the name you hear, APC. And for them, they've associated it with the fact that there's boundary insurgency and all the suffering. And so that would also affect. But as you said, I see, especially right now, and that's what we're seeing in the Peter Obi, where people are picking people and deciding, I will follow this person.
That's what I'm saying.
And that is what played a role in it.
That's what I'm saying, Mariam, that people did not, people in Osun possibly did not vote for PDP. They voted Adeleke.
Yes.
It's not about the party. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the party. It's not about the AP. It's not I'm voting because I love PDP. It is Adeleke I love.
Yes.
So it's the person.
Yes. So I love Adeleke, and he's not in APC.
Yes.
So I'm voting.
But also, well, you'll be surprised.
We have Nigerians that are not.
It was APC.
Okay. They have Nigerians that are not interested in APC. They are not interested in PDP, because they will tell you that PDP put us in the trouble that we're in before APC came and made it worse. So those two major political parties, they are not interested in any of them. Any other leader they feel has the personality to do the job, however party, whatever party you find yourself, you see people coming out to vote for that person.
Let me take this call from Kayode. Kayode, are you there? Hello, Kayode, you're live. Go ahead, please. Don't listen to the TV.
Sheesh.
Wait. Okay, I think we lost that call. Let's take a few comments on social media before we run off.
I haven't seen much, but I wanted to quickly highlight a little of what Tope said initially about the fact that we are now focusing on the Nigerian democracy is more about stomach infrastructure. And you were saying it's not going to change now. I disagree. I believe that we need to start putting our foot down. So when, instead of collecting the bag of rice and the Milo and the palm oil, you would ask that your primary healthcare center is taken care of, because if we have those things sorted, first of all, we will not have people who are begging for money to buy malaria drugs. We will not have people who are begging for school fees for their children if the educational system is sorted in such a way that the teachers are paid, the scholarships that are given to indigents are there, everything is done. So if we keep saying that, because this person is a giver, let us follow him, that means we're still going round in circles, and those things we're supposed to be holding our leaders accountable to do will not still work.
See, when I hear people like you talk, and even many people that live abroad, they talk like you, exactly like you. Don't do that. You have to, and I hear it's very correct. But sometimes when you walk the streets of those poor people, just stay a day. I have somebody who I won't mention her name, that I had the opportunity to stay, just to allow her in my circle a bit and understand what she's going through. That kind of person, she needs a handout. As much as we're complaining that 5,000 is nothing, but that moment, that 5,000 means, so you're right. It's not about the handout, but your immediate need first. So human beings will say, feed me today. They now tell me about how I cannot be objective. So you are right, but we need somebody who can do both. You can fix. It's about feed, but yet, because there's poverty in the land. People need these daily handouts. You're going to say, we have some comments.
Yeah, I've got. So Emmanuel here says, I listened to his debate. He's talking about Adeleke and scoped what I could on the internet on Adeleke and found nothing impressive aside his exceptional dancing skills. Unfortunately, I hope to be proved wrong, honestly, because it seems he is loved for loving's sake, not antecedents of performance. And that is what we're talking to, where people have just picked someone and decided, I'm going to go for this person.
But Lucy said something that the ones that are speaking well for many years.
Yes.
What have they done?
Yes.
He's speaking English. But this guy is dancing. He might dance us to glory. He simply might dance us to glory. You never know.
Look, and also,
let me take this call from Italy.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, Henry. Are you there? Hello, Henry. You there? Go ahead, Bissy.
Yeah, I also think we should be judging. Some people see Tope is always dancing. If she becomes a senator now, she will dance in parties. She is not going to throw away that dancing.
That's not the same thing.
No. Hold on. So people who don't know Tope up close, who haven't, followed Tope to see what she's doing, may also look at her tomorrow when she comes out to contest and say, it's not that one that's always dancing on Instagram. But
have you seen the guy dance? It's not the same. Have you seen the guy dance?
The guy dance.
No, this guy dance. That dance.
He's a dancer. He has a talent for dancing, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a brain now.
No, we're not saying that. But a lot of people know Tope because of they know her from her talking and then found out about her dancing. It's a different
Which one did you start doing?
Colin Olaniyan says here that for me, it was basically a case of undermining the media. Governor Oyetola didn't showcase his work enough. Hence the loss in the recent election.
Okay, let me take this call from Henry from Italy. He's still there. Good morning, Henry. Are you there?
Hello?
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, you're live, Mr. Henry. Go ahead, please.
Oh, good morning.
Morning, sir.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
I'm calling from Italy. Okay. Concerning the Osun State governorship election, really, the people of Osun really want Adeleke family. Because I remember 2018, he won. I wish not for the court. And the court, the first election 2018, they were speaking about inconclusive election. I wish not for the inconclusive election. Adeleke really won. But this one, the Osun people really want this Adeleke. Talk about the people, what the people want. If they want Oyetola would have won.
Right. Okay.
Now, at the federal level, people are tired of the APC. This is not what the APC promised when they were coming into power. This is not what they promised. Just think about it. Most people, most Nigerians are fed with the APC government. Look at what happened in this NSAS protest. Up to now, no result out of it. The APC government wiped all evidence away without Nigeria citizens getting justice.
Thank you very much, Henry. Appreciate your call. We have to go on a break because we have to. I wanted to take a break.
He says, I didn't even notice Tope talking. Now dance as you.
Not fair.
So, but congratulations to the governor-elect of Osun State. Congratulations to the Adeleke family. Congratulations to the people of Osun. They're happy they made their choice. And congratulations most especially to INEC, because Nigerians are watching, Nigerians are appreciative that their voices are counting. And they're hoping that in the coming elections, their voices indeed must count and their votes must count. So I think in a nutshell, people should understand that the PVC you have indeed is your power. So it's time for you to come out and vote your conscience as it works towards the bigger elections. That's going to break when we come back, still on Osun, but this time with the former governor drama that happened in US. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Nivea Natural Fairness is now Nivea Perfect and Radiant. Reveal your skin's natural radiance with Nivea Perfect and Radiant, enriched with berry extracts and UV filters to reduce dark spots.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be. Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be. Doubt.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Thanks for staying with us. So Osun State is still in focus because a video of the Minister of Interior and former Governor of Osun State, Aregbesola, had been shared online while taking his meal in the US. A Nigerian man accosted him and began to record him, harassing him. Aregbesola expresses dissatisfaction at the man for filming him without his consent, while the man behind the camera kept saying that he's in America, this is America, that even Biden can't try that with him, and that he's not in Nigeria. What are your thoughts on this? Because this video has gone viral and many have reacted to the video. What are your thoughts? You can call us on 08127053687, 09139076948. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. All right. So, granted, it's a public space. According to the law of the land there, I mean, I spoke to a few lawyers over the weekend, said that it's not a crime. Yes, it's because it's a public space, especially except if he plans to use the video to get revenue. That's when he can be sued. But the fact that he was harassed, what are your thoughts on this? Was it right for him? And look at it vis-a-vis the video we saw of former Senate President Ekweremadu also, I think, went to Germany. And he was harassed also.
That was almost assaulted.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on these Nigerians in the diaspora assaulting our citizens when they travel abroad? Who wants to go first?
It's freedom. This thing called freedom. And where the freedom would end. This thing called freedom. When I saw the video, my husband was playing it, so I listened to the video. I was like, I want to see that video because I was like, what was going on there? And I could see that in the beginning of the video when he introduced himself and reached out to Ogbeni Aregbesola, as he likes being called, the man said, sit down, let's have a conversation. He was, sit down, let's talk. The person recording the video was not looking to have a polite conversation.
Yes.
The person holding the video wanted to harass him and insult him. That was the goal. So he was saying in Yoruba that it's hunger that brought me to America. If Nigeria was good, I will not be here. And you cannot say I should not record you because we are where we are. Now, for many Nigerians who have felt the pain of poor leadership, they feel the right that it's within I'm free. If I see these leaders that put us in this problem, the ones that go abroad and enjoy good governance abroad, and yet they leave us in no good hospital, schools are on strike, I will deal with them. That's a natural response. But we also need to realize, because I'm in the public space, I see people come and meet me for what I say here, that I said and I say in my full chest, and they want to come and harass me based on what I said, or they want to attack me based on what I said, or feel like because I'm on TV they can bring their phone into my face and take a picture with me or do a video of me.
Because we are already condemned because we work for TVC. Like even before even say anything, they've judged us.
So all of those things.
So no matter what you say, you're already judged.
So
and it's something we have to live with.
I saw this, I looked at it from a different eye because I understand what it would have.
Now let me unpack what you said a bit, because there's a part of it that is really important. When we go abroad and we see our leaders, you see, one of the problems I have with Nigerian leaders is many of them do things and they just keep quiet. Because if you try to unpack Aregbesola in itself, I'm not saying he was the best governor or good governor, but a lot of the things he tried to do, many bad decisions, good decisions. But sometimes before you say, you stole from me, please tell me, how did I steal from you? Let Nigerians be educated. Don't go by he said, she said, they said. It will happen in their answers. They said the former governor of Lagos Asiwaju owned the Oriental, and everybody was normal gist. It was how normal, everybody knew that Asiwaju owned Oriental Hotel. I mean, it was a normal house gist. I was shocked to find out that he didn't own it, because we just passed gist around. So if you don't give the people information, what did you do in Osun State? What happened? Were you handicapped? Why didn't you? Why weren't your reforms able to walk through? Why is the state in debt because of your actions? Give people information. It's the information they have about you. And when they see in America, they either slap your face or they hug you. Or they at least they have an idea of what you do, but you don't say anything.
So for me, this is a form of feedback. Feedback in the sense that our leaders need to do more in terms of ensuring that their nation works, because it doesn't mean well for a father to leave his household and go out there to enjoy things that other people have put in place in their own homes. The job is to ensure that your home is comfortable enough for your people, and even when you decide to take a vacation, you go and come back, but you have pride in your home. That's one. Now the feedback also is that our leaders need to, so like you just mentioned, we don't have a lot of public information of what our leaders are doing. There's no website you can go to say, okay, let me click on what has so person done in the States, and a list will come out, you know, and then you are able to probe and ask questions. They need to start working on that. That's second feedback. Then this video in question, the guy was very disrespectful. That's like 100 shades of wrong. Even if you feel so aggrieved, you still had an opportunity to go abroad. Some people don't even have passports. They cannot even afford to have passports. You're abroad. You're in another man's country. Even if you feel so aggrieved, there's a right way of doing things so that your good will not be evil spoken of. In your mind now, you're fighting for your country. That's not how to fight for the country. You are supposed to ask the people who are still behind here, have you gotten your PVC? Who are we voting for? Who are we supporting to bring good governance?
Let me come to Mariam, because she said something. What's the right way of doing it? Because if you were Aregbesola and you call the guy, if you were the guy, what would you have done? What the right approach when you see your leader abroad?
Well, me personally, I would not harass anyone. I felt that was uncalled for. But I also realized that we're different kinds of people and we send our messages differently. So an Aregbesola may have met me and would have sat down, had a conversation. I may have, asked his permission to record it and then come on here and have the opportunity to tell you what he has said and how he said it. And that goes. But then you have some people who will heckle you. I do not support that. But also for the person who's receiving it, it shows that there are people that are unhappy about a lot of things. There's just so much that we have endured in the last 4 years. Nigerians are irritated, understand? We're angry. And so you find people just going with their emotions. And you have them saying, okay, this is an opportunity I have, and I will say what I need to say. There's always a better way to talk to someone. There's always a respectful way to say to someone. Someone recently sent me, because of something I said on the show, an opinion that I believe strongly upon, based on my life and the relationships I have and things I have seen and things that have happened to my life. I made an opinion, and he sent me this very rude message. I responded politely, and he was like, oh, I'm surprised by your polite response. I didn't expect it. I said, why did you not expect it? I said, is it because you were rude to me? You expected me to be rude to you? He was like, no, I'm not rude. I wasn't rude. I was being emphatic. I said, there's a difference. You cannot call me all these names and call it being emphatic. That's being rude. There is a way you can disagree with me. I think you're wrong, and the words to use, and you will still get the same response from me. Luckily for you, I am not that sort of person that will wallow in the mud. He was very upset that I had the audacity to call him out on his mistakes and try to correct him. And let me just go one more step. I know we're saying that some people don't make a list of the things that they do. I also know that because of where we are right now,
we don't believe them.
We don't believe them. No matter what they say, we're going to counter it, because whether we like it, no matter what the Minister for Power would say, we will say, but I did not wake up with light today or yesterday or the day after. No matter what the Minister for Works will say, I'll point out to the roads that are still not, broken down. So the thing is, the system, our country right now is such in a bad spot. Our politicians need to also arrange themselves, put themselves well. And that's why I like what the VP did about his surgery. You understand the times and you do some things to show a different way. It's in perception, that you are part of the struggle and you're working with us.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, we continue with our conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
The north is so beautiful, and the food, it's nothing like I have ever tasted before. The color,
vibrant. What about the aroma?
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communications story.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's Your View. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script check. Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR check.
Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script check. Are we set in the VCR? All team in place?
Thanks for staying with us. All right, so there's a phrase that says you can take a man out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the man. When our Nigerians go abroad, you think that once they enter GFK like this, they are refined. And now American, and they're different, they speak differently, they act differently.
America has ghetto.
Because no, their own ghetto is different from our own ghetto. Our own ghetto is ghetto. It's different. I'm talking like you can take a Nigerian man out of Nigeria, put him somewhere else. That Nigerianness will come out, because if you have been refined and you live in a different country and you see your leader, you will think this right thing to do when he asks you to sit down. You sit down and ask constructive questions. What did you do? I'm disappointed. When you express your displeasure, however you want to do it, but what you're doing right is pure harassment. You will think that they will know better.
This time, will it trend? That's another thing. Trend. If I sat down with him and had a conversation, would it trend? But if I heckled him and I showed him and I told him off,
that's like, remember that Nigerian with our Nigerian athletes in one country where the women, the Nigerian athletes, they was accusing that you are representing a corrupt nation.
Yes, I think it was the last Olympics. We had some of our athletes that were harassed on a bus with other athletes for daring to represent Nigeria. So there's that part of the social media age where it just seems that people also would like to trend, apart from the message that we're trying to pass. But also, just to make a point, I've seen Oyinbo people heckle their people as well. They are constantly following them up and down, calling them all sorts of things just to get a reaction. So I think there's that social media age where it's not about respecting people, it's just about getting a reaction so that you can post it online and get it.
So social media has increased the desire. We want to trend. Because people want to trend, because people want to gather following, they want to go viral. The goal is not to get information. The goal is to harass and get content out of that situation. If it happens to another governor, there are some people that this thing could have happened to in Nigeria, that I will not be surprised. I would even say, serve him right. He serve him right. But Aregbesola, Governor Aregbesola, former governor, all through when he was a governor, was a very, very down-to-earth accessible person. Even to anybody on the streets, you would see him, people would laugh. He's wearing uniform, he's wearing Boy Scouts. It was always about, don't call me His Excellency, call me Ogbeni. It was relatable. It was about the people. He did not live a grandiose life at any point. There was no all this noise of escort, all of that. It is, if it was someone else.
And he had only one wife.
And there are people you can even...
He had one wife, just one wife.
Yes,
he had just one wife.
If you try this with Governor Wike,
Hey.
Go and try it. You know, there's some people because of their personality.
You can't do anything in America. In America,
what will you do in America? You face yourself. They will arrest both of you now.
Simple.
They will arrest both of you. You will not hold hands to my face.
I have a feeling
that they will arrest both of you.
No, I have a feeling that you will answer that person.
You will collect the phone.
Yes.
The thing is, because of the people that you're relating with, if I give you what you are giving me, we will both end up in rough fights. Because what this man was giving, if he got the same response, it wouldn't be a pleasant thing to watch. I am excited and I'm happy that Aregbesola maintained his cool despite how he harassed he must have felt. And yes, it is feedback for our leaders. Of course, everybody is feeling the pinch. When I travel, it hurts me that our leaders go abroad. And as our leaders travel abroad, they see the good governance, they go and get good health care. Our president goes to the UK, his medical record is in the UK every time. And yet, Nigerians, I cannot afford to go to the UK for, and my medical record is not anywhere safe. So, what are we saying? Don't wait until you get harassed before you start talking to your people. Don't wait until they are so bitter that they will fight you. Talk to us. I love what the VP did. This is leadership. There's no other way to say it. You get your operation done in Nigeria, you tell Nigerians you trust the Nigerian system. You go abroad, you mean that you don't trust us. All of us that are using Nigeria, we can go and die here. That's it.
Let me also add something by saying that we don't like to tell ourselves the truth. The problem of Nigeria is not just the leaders, the followers. We have a huge part to play.
You'll not come for me that I'm saying that.
No, but it's true. We have a huge part to play.
Absolutely.
So while you are hounding the leaders, you also hound the followers who are making it difficult for them to govern. We say every day, arrange your trash properly so that when they come, they can pick up. You go to the streets of Lagos, you will see people from their cars, they will eat and they will throw it away. Will they try it when they travel abroad? They will not.
They change.
They won't. They behave themselves because they know there's a system that will hold them accountable.
This man.
We are still in the process of building that system, but it is us that we build and
this man
that system.
that is hounding Aregbesola. I'm sure if you go and check his credit profile, you are, of course, people like that.
How did he behave when he was in Nigeria? So you want a change for where you are when you are not willing to be the change that you want to see. If you are a civil person and you are looking to have a civil government, you will act like a civil person. You will behave like a civil person. You will have a conversation with the leader. Oga, you they mess up. Now this one and this one, this one, you know, do you will
and
come
then they
with
can
your
now
facts.
explain to
It's
you.
a he that goes with equity, goes with clean hands. You will go with your facts. This is what we're unable
to do our road
in this place, in this
our
place,
hospital
in this place.
was not working.
Some of us do not know half of this country we're complaining about.
It goes back to what I've been saying.
We have not seen even the bad roads. A lot of people who are, aside from the people who are, we know that are in the grassroots, a lot of people who are complaining Nigerian, they are in their car 24/7. They don't know these roads. They don't pass through these roads. But because it's cliche to insult the government, and when you seem to, stay away from that and just say, okay, let's focus on the positives, they come after you.
Absolutely. God bless you. Let me let that sink in for a second. I'll take Wale. Wale, good morning. Are you there? You're live, Wale. You're listening to the TV. Talk to me, please. I have to disconnect that call. All right. So, you see, this is the issue. And I think, I had written something that you listened to me not to post. I said that if your view has been on air for 9 years, and we still have Nigerians who have not gotten the lessons from this show, there is a problem. Because one of the things we have done is that we must have various perspectives.
Yeah.
If you hate the government so bad because of what they have done, fine.
Call the show.
If you choose to be optimistic about the government, please respect the optimism. If you choose to say, you know what, maybe I'm in the middle, be in the middle with your full chest. But we must recognize everybody's dissenting views and accept it. The abroad that we want. People, just like you said, they will harass other people, but only Kaluku will stay in your own lane. The red states are there, the blue states are there. Those of you that are looking for independent candidates, you do it with civility. But here, the moment you try to see where the government or agree with the government, oh goodness, they've sent all
paid you.
They paid you.
They paid you off.
And sadly, we are even on TVC. So they think that the owner of the company calls them every morning to tell us what to say and what not to say.
Bags of money every day. They give us bags of money.
Somebody sent me a message recently. I said, do you know I've never met him? I don't even know if he knows me.
I don't think
he may have known me. Maybe while he watches the show. And who is that Igbo lady that is always shouting?
I want to take you through something in. I've traveled, you know, when you travel, do you know the stress of traveling? So you see a man at that, and that place was like all those lounge, an airport lounge. It looks like so the man is trying to get something to eat. Oga, I have traveled, like I'm tired. I want to get something to eat. You talk to me, I greet you, I say, okay, sit down, then you start shouting. Like, we should also be like, sensitive to what other people are going through.
Yeah, we have
It's
to
just
wrap up.
kindness.
I think, in summary, the thing is that harassment is wrong. Yes, this man, Aregbesola may not be able to press charges because obviously it's the public space. You can do that. So we understand that. However, we should respect each other. Yes, if you're angry with our leaders who travel abroad, you can please be civilized in your utterances. If you want to harass them, well, harass them with sense. With facts. With facts and figures. Go there, have a...
we're not getting immigration. Our passport is not available.
Yeah.
That is an issue.
Strong reasons.
That's an issue in his ministry.
Exactly. This is what I was having a conversation with what's his name? Obi. No. Bakasi.
Okay.
You know, and I said, listen, I am looking forward to a fantastic debate. Because the articulates, the obedience, and the batified. Let's have a conversation. I mean, we must still understand that we are all Nigerians.
Yeah, so
regardless of what happens, we're Nigerians, and whoever becomes president, we will still be this Nigerian. All Nigerians. Yeah, simple. That's all we can take on this. When we come back, we want to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Every morning is an opportunity to take your hustle to the next level.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script check. Are we set in the PCR? All team in place? PCR check.
Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK.
presents Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Series 2. Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's a pleasure to reach out to you wherever you may be, at any corner, crack or crevice in Nigeria and beyond. We invite you to be part of this monstrous spectacle and put the winning of 20 million naira on your bucket list. Okay, so this is Ebuka Nwora. He's from Anambra State, Oba to be exact. And he is a sales manager. And he's married with a daughter. And your daughter is 15 months old. What's her name?
Bibe.
Bibe? What does that mean?
Bibe Duchuku.
Okay.
Live a godly life.
Live a godly life. All right, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right, Ebuka, question 1 is for 5,000 naira. Good luck to you. Here comes. Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded which company? Micro-High Corporation, Micro-Lean Corporation, Microsoft Corporation, Micro-Low Corporation.
Microsoft Corporation.
Microsoft Corporation is the right answer. You have 5,000 naira. And let's embark on the second question, which is for 10,000. A situation where a boat overturns in water is called what? Cloth size, capsize, shoe size, chain size.
Capsize.
Capsize. That's right. You have 10,000 naira. Capsize means to overturn. Who is the only person who can travel to any country in the world without using a passport? Queen Elizabeth, King Jaja, Elon Musk, Queen Latifah.
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth is the correct answer. You have 20,000 naira. And she travels without a passport. Question 10 is for 500,000 naira, and that's guaranteed. All right, so here it is. I wish you good luck. And this one is worth 500,000. Let's see. Sinology is the study of what? Bees, cockroach, dogs, ants.
So I'm going to ask Frank.
Okay. Who's this Frank you want to ask?
I'm going to ask the host.
Okay. All right. Okay, so here's what I think. I don't think it'll be dogs, because dogs are canines. I don't know if there's caninology, if that's a study of dogs, but you know how nomenclature works. Sometimes it will not be a direct link. You will not know what the study is all about from the name. So, well, I don't think it's dogs. If people wanted to do a study, it would be a study of bees or a study of ants. Now, bees, I think it's between bees and ants. That's what I think personally. But I don't really know which one it is. All right, welcome back. This is sinology we're talking about. What's this? What is it the study of? Is it bees, cockroach, dogs, ants? Ebuka went for bees. It wasn't cockroach. It wasn't ants. You said bees. Dogs was the right answer. I'm very sorry.
Good job done. Tap the host.
Nothing. Carry your 20,000.
That's all we can take on the show. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.